Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in San Diego. We're the daily podcast that gets you started on the right foot with what you need to know. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Tuesday, November 14th. Now, let's see what's happening in San Diego and around the world. You'll be interested to know today is National Pickle Day. National Pickle Day is on November 14 every year, and it was created to celebrate the pickle as one of the world's favorite fermented foods. Pickles proved to be preposterously popular with people across the country. The number of pickle eaters is projected to proliferate to more than 250 million by 2023. That gives plenty of pretext to position November 14th as prime pickle time. I love pickles. And mark your calendars, there are only 9 more days until Thanksgiving. Now let's check out the weather and the tides in our area. It looks like we're in for a mostly sunny day with a high near 76. With calm wind becoming west around 5 miles per hour in the afternoon. Tonight, we have chance of showers after 4 a.m. and it will be partly cloudy with a low around 55 with calm wind. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Please be careful out there if you are driving tonight. It is currently 52 degrees with 63% humidity and clear. Also tonight, the sun will set at 4:48 p.m. and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:18 a.m. This week, a large storm system will be approaching from the west by Wednesday, increasing our rain chances starting Wednesday evening. This slow-moving storm does not look to bring much wind, but it will be bringing several days of rain chances. Expect a chance for showers Thursday, Friday, and Saturday as well. By Sunday, the storm pulls away and we dry out. As of now, this looks to be light to moderate rain. Temperatures will be cooling starting Wednesday and continuing to cool through the weekend. So far, next week, Thanksgiving week, looks dry. The first high tide today will be at 6.3 feet right around 8:30 a.m., with a minus half-foot low tide at 3:50 p.m. The nearshore buoy at Scripps in La Jolla reads 62 degrees. So you can expect the water temperature to be low 60s today. Now here is a snapshot of the surf forecast from surfline.com. More southern swell fills in on Tuesday as a steep-angled northwest swell eases. The end result is another smaller day of surf with better zones in the knee to waist-high range, while southern hemi standouts in northern San Diego are in stomach-high surf. Shape is a little more lined up with peaks and corners at times when the inconsistent northwest swell crosses up the primary south swell coming up. For Wednesday, a better pulse of southwest swell will be on the rise, showing best toward the end of the day. More period and a bit more west in the direction on this pulse. Knee to waist stomach high surf is easier to find by the afternoon, with standouts going chest to shoulder high on the better ones by the end of the day. There will also be a modest to locally fun pulse of west-northwest swell showing on Wednesday. That'll help get spots out of the way of the south-southwest swell into some waist-chest high surf of their own. In the national weather, high pressure will provide fair weather to much of the contiguous U.S. today into Thursday. Low pressure moving along the Gulf Coast and across Florida will continue heavy rain today into Thursday with a marginal risk of flash flooding. A Pacific storm stalled off the West Coast will bring several rounds of rain and mountain snow to California through the week. Let's switch over to transportation now and check out the planes, trains, and automobiles for a moment. Caltrans maintenance crews will close the northbound and southbound Interstate 15 express lanes between the Duenda Road overcrossing and the West Bernardo Drive Pomeretto Road off-ramp, Monday through Friday night from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. And everything else looks fine for now. Now moving on to some of the biggest news from Monday. The Icelandic town of Grindavik faces the significant likeliness of a volcanic eruption, with around 900 earthquakes reported since yesterday. Residents were briefly allowed to return for essential belongings as continuous seismic activity suggests an eruption within days. Roads exhibit significant damage, with large cracks and holes, prompting closures. Evacuation orders remain, emphasizing the ongoing eruption threat. You are in our thoughts, Iceland. Be safe out there. And now for some sports scores. In Monday Night Football, we got a doozy. Several turnovers, lead changes, and 2 missed extra points outlined this game. The Bills lost at home to the Broncos 24-22. The Broncos actually missed the first attempt at a game-winning field goal, but got a second chance after a silly Bills penalty. The Bills are now 5-5 and in second place behind the Dolphins in the AFC East. Moving on to the NBA. The Celtics, playing at home, beat the Knicks 114-98. Jason Tatum scored 35 points. The Lakers were off last night, but play tonight at home against the Grizzlies. And the Clippers were off last night as well, but play tonight at the Denver Nuggets. Not much hockey going on last night, but the San Diego Gulls will play at home on Wednesday against the Charlotte Checkers. Maybe go check them out at Pechanga Arena down in San Diego. And tonight, there is a full slate of games in the NHL. Bruins are at Sabres, Flames are at Canadiens, and the Ducks are at Predators. And now a greeting from our sponsor. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real, south, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in the divine experience of their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini during lunch or just breeze through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5, so stop on by and grab a coffee and pastry to go. And don't forget to tell them Sunny sent you. Now back to the show. In tech and science news, Volvo has revealed its first electric minivan, the AM90, designed for comfort and described as a living room on the move. With sound isolation, road noise cancellation, and advanced features like a 16-inch roof-mounted display, the EV prioritizes a comfortable and connected travel experience. It boasts a range of up to 459 miles and is initially available in only China, starting at $114,000. Yowza, that sounds pretty cool. Just a little pricey for me. And in more news, NASA astronauts Jasmine Mobley and Laurel O'Hara, in their first spacewalk, conducted maintenance work outside the International Space Station, completing tasks on solar arrays that track the sun. The astronauts ran out of time to remove and stow a communications electronics box, so they left it outside. The tool bag actually floated away during the mission, but posed no threat to the ISS. The lost tools were not essential for the remaining tasks. The tool bag is now orbiting Earth ahead of the ISS and might be visible with binoculars. Hey, we all make mistakes. Am I right? In the stock market on Monday, stocks closed mixed, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average up 0.16%, reaching its highest close since September 20th. The S&P 500 and NASDAQ closed down about 0.1% and 0.2%, respectively. Investors await the October Consumer Price Index report this week, crucial for the Federal Reserve's interest rate decisions. Moody's shift in the U.S. debt outlook to negative and a looming government shutdown deadline also contributed to caution. This week's retail earnings, including Home Depot, Target, and Walmart, will offer insights into consumer spending. OPEC's report highlighted strong oil market fundamentals, while Boeing, Tesla, and Monday.com were notable gainers in trading. Morgan Stanley predicts the S&P 500 to end 2023 at 4,500, citing challenging near-term conditions, but anticipating earnings recovery driven by positive operating leverage and AI growth. And finally, Bitcoin is mostly unchanged at $36,500. And Ethereum is also mostly unchanged at $2,057. Now some interesting news from around the U.S. New York University Langone Health recently conducted what is claimed to be the world's first eye transplant. The surgery involved transplanting an entire eye, including its blood supply and optic nerve system. The patient, Aaron James, an electrician from Arkansas, was seriously injured after being hit by a live electric wire. While it will take time to determine if James will regain sight in the new eye, the surgery itself was successful. The transplant could represent a significant step toward treating blindness, although full sight restoration is not guaranteed. This is some amazing, encouraging news. We wish you a speedy recovery, Mr. James. And this week in San Diego. The Wonderfront Music and Arts Festival is happening on November 18th at Seaport Village in San Diego, California. The festival promises a diverse range of music styles, including electronic, hip-hop, rock, and reggae. The event will take place over 3 days, and attendees can expect an exciting lineup of popular artists. For more details about the festival and to learn about this year's artist lineup, you can visit the official Wonderfront website. In entertainment news, filmmaker James Gunn's cryptic Instagram post has raised hopes for the release of the canceled movie, Coyoteverse. Acme. The live-action animation hybrid, produced by Gunn and featuring a cast including John Cena and Will Forte, was initially canceled by Warner Brothers. Discovery as a tax write-off, sparking criticism. However, recent reports suggest that the studio might be considering shopping the movie to potential buyers, with Amazon being a top contender. Gunn's post, featuring Wile E. Coyote, has sparked speculation and renewed hopes among fans and those involved in the film's production. Well, already, folks, it's time for the thought of the day. It's your outlook on life that counts. If you take yourself lightly and don't take yourself too seriously, pretty soon we can find the humor in our everyday lives. And sometimes it can be a lifesaver. That quote was from Betty White. We love you, Betty. You're a national treasure. And that's a wrap for this morning. Remember to stay tuned tomorrow for more news and updates. Have an amazing day, my friends. Whether you're heading to work, an event, or just enjoying the day, stay safe and enjoy your day to the fullest. We'll be back tomorrow with another Sunny Mornings podcast. Thanks for tuning in.